Welcome to Homestead Reptile. Today I want to talk to you guys about the new snake food on the block. It's supposed to be to help the industry for people that want to keep snakes but don't want to feed rodents. This is the Evo RX. Now, this is a UK product in the United States. We already have a product like that has been around for many, many years with many success rates. That is Reptilink. So, in my personal opinion, I think the Evo snake sausages are a lesser product compared to Reptilinks. Now, I do think it's good to have something in the industry that is like a sausage form of food, that is a ground up whole prey, that people that want snakes but don't want to look at little beady eyes in their fridge or freezer don't have to handle it. It makes it more appealing to a lot of people that want to get into snakes. Now, there are also a lot of species of snakes that do not have to even eat rodents. So, a lot of nitrocines don't even need to eat rodents or can't eat rodents. Like, got garter snakes, they can eat rodents, but they shouldn't have a diet of rodents as their main food source, and they shouldn't be eating a lot of hair. My decays, they can't even eat a rodent. There's a lot of species that shouldn't really be eating rodents, so you could always look at that as an alternative if you really want to own a snake. Now, again, this product is in the UK. I doubt it's ever going to come to the United States because it would have to compete with Reptilinks, which is a better product, and it's a better product. So, I was told these guys, the Snake Evo links, are cheaper than a mouse. I'm kind of thinking, how is it cheaper than a mouse? Because there would be a lot more going into it than a mouse, because you have the machines to grind the mice up. You have the casing, the packaging. It's going to be a lot more expensive than an actual mouse. So when I found out these things were just made of chicken, and that's it. Chicken plus multivitamins, vegetable oil, and a bunch of other additives to bulk it up to the equivalent of a mouse. Now, that made me a little disappointed in this product, because it's like, if it's not actually a whole prey chicken, then it's basically, in my opinion, a snack or junk food, especially with the vegetable oil. It's junk food. It's not a really good food. And you're thinking, it's like, well, how do you get a whole chicken into a sausage? So I'm thinking chicks, or you have a bunch of whole chickens, they get ground up, processed in a machine, and then they get squirted out into a sausage. That's basically what happens. So that is what I just don't like. I don't think it will be a long-term quality feed for your snakes. Not long-term. I just don't think so. So a lot of snakes do eat birds, but they eat the whole bird. They don't just eat the muscles of the bird. They eat the whole bird. So intestines, the beaks, the bones, the feathers, they eat the whole thing. Or if they're eating nestlings, they're still eating the beaks, they're eating the eyes, they're eating the brain. There's so many little micronutrients throughout an animal's body versus just the muscle. You have to think more than just the muscle meat. And then each different species is slightly different in the type of muscle they have. There's dark meat. There's animals that have more light meat. There are animals that are higher in protein, animals that are lower in fat. We can just look at birds. So quail are a dark meat bird, super dense, high protein bird. Very little fat. I really like to feed quail and offer quail because of that. So Reptilinks, like I said, they are a whole prey item. When you look at the ingredients, and I'm going to show you some ingredients to compare them to. So I look at Reptilinks, and I'm looking at quail. It is the whole quail and the casing. There's 2 ingredients, the casing and the quail. I like that. The less ingredients and less additives, the closer that food is to being just a better option. It's like mouse. It's mouse plus casing. Then they have the frog links, which is frog legs plus casing. Then they have the mega meat blend, which is multiple different prey items blended up into one sausage. So they have rabbit, they have quail, they have guinea fowl, and I think some other meat. But I like that. It's very clean. There's no oils or additives to it. It is just that. So once you start having to infuse that prey sausage with all these other extra stuff to kind of bump it up to mimic a mouse. It's like, yeah, it's kind of an inferior product at the end of the day compared to Reptilinks. This UK version of a Reptilink, the Evo whatever, is basically the Wish version. It's a lesser product in my mind, and if I had this available in the United States, I have the chicken versus the whole prey sausage. I'm going to go with the whole prey sausage. Um, and now I know why it's cheaper, because it's a lot more expensive to have these mice processed, because they're processed in a different way than versus having chicken processed, because it's like we eat a lot of chicken, so this is probably a lot of chicken byproduct that they're shoving into this sausage. Not chicken byproduct, but like the scraps that people don't want to eat. Um, so do I think this product is going to kill your snakes? No, I don't think it's going to kill your snakes. Do I think this product is a great long-term switch to what you were previously feeding? No. I think if you have to feed this in a pinch, I think your snake would probably take it. But I don't necessarily think it is a super quality product. I think you can get better stuff out there. And then what's the difference between you buying this or getting your own chicken, grinding it in a meat grinder, and then putting it in a sausage, and then adding all the same ingredients to it minus the oil? Nothing.